Hello, friends. Welcome to Time Out with Noelle Janae, a bi-weekly Christian lifestyle podcast that focuses on being a college student, the Bible, and navigating being an adult, which is very hard. I am your host, Noelle Janae, and thank you so much for timing out with me. Here is what you can expect on today's podcast. Music educator. I'm going to teach high school choir. I'm gonna direct, and then I get to college, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm finally a music education major. I'm finally gonna do all of this stuff. I'm finally gonna get my own classroom. I'm gonna direct. Good day, friends. Oh, wow. I just am shook. Is that a good word for it? I guess it is a good word for it. This has been the craziest past couple of weeks. The last episode, I was like, these are my goals. 2021 is going to be amazing. Everything's going to be great. And then life and God were like, you're about to do something crazy. So if you read the title of this episode, you might be a little confused. Noelle, did you actually change your major? I will answer that towards the end of the episode. But let me take you on a little journey of how I came to be a music education major. So growing up, I was born into a very musical family. I'm pretty sure we all know this. And I grew up wanting to solely direct choirs. It's something I'm very passionate about. I love doing it. I just love it. If you see me walking around and I'm listening to music, like I have headphones in, I'm probably directing the song. I don't care if it's pop music, I don't care if it's black gospel, I don't care if it's CCM, I will be directing it. And I just loved doing it. So, I get into high school, I meet my choir director, Miss Evans, I love you. And she becomes a mentor for me. And I am so appreciative of her, and throughout high school, I was like, I'm going to be a music educator. I'm going to teach high school choir. I'm going to direct. And then I get to college, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm finally a music education major. I'm finally going to do all of this stuff. I'm finally going to get my own classroom. I'm going to direct. I'm going to do all this stuff. And the realization that, I actually have to teach dawned on me this semester while I was in my introduction to music education class. It was early the first day of class, and she started talking about teaching, my professor, Dr. Burgess, and I was like, the anxiety was real, people, okay? I had been so stuck on wanting to direct, and this is after I've been student director in high school, and that was such an amazing experience. And then she starts teaching, starts talking about teaching people, and I'm not much of a teacher. I can barely understand things for myself. I will lecture, I will rant on and on for hours about different things, but I cannot teach at all. So sorry. So I had already been praying about it for a while, and I feel like God was really showing me that I need to change my major. And then I talked to my mom, and with the way the world's going, I'm not getting into politics right now. But just like the way the social climate's going right now, we don't think choirs or band or fine arts are going to be a thing in a few years, especially since we're like in a pandemic where singing could possibly allow somebody to get COVID and all that. Yeah, I'm not trying to like put anyone at risk really. So we came to like the ultimate decision that changing my major was probably for the best option. So this is the first time I've actually said it on like social media and stuff. But I changed my major last week from music education to, drumroll please, music and worship with a French minor. Now, whenever I told my friends this and people who've asked me, they're very confused by the French minor, and I will explain momentarily. So, music and worship. Basically, I'm going to get a degree where I can teach people music in a church setting, and I can arrange, and I can lead people in worship and have all the tools necessary, not just like spiritual tools, because those come from the degree program, but also mainly from the Lord. But I also have like the fundamental tools to do it, and I'm very excited. I love my degree program so much already. I'm part of the music and worship club on campus. I have actually quite a lot of friends in the music and worship program, and God called me to lead worship a long time ago, and I was just kind of like, I had accepted it, and then I had like gotten discouraged because of it, and I was kind of just like in denial of it and running from it, and then I was finally like, you know what, God, I'm just going to surrender it all to you. I'm going to give up doing it my own way, and like, you're going to get your way, basically. He was going to get his way eventually. I was just too stubborn. And so, like, that's pretty much how I came to that decision. Now, the French minor really throws people for a loop, because I only speak English, and I speak a tiny microscopic bit of French. The way I came to this conclusion was in high school I took French, and I hated it, okay? I hated my French class. I didn't really like my French teacher that much, and I just kind of like gave up speaking French. And my mom speaks French. She was a language major in college, and I've always wanted to like communicate with her in like a different language. I don't know why. I just think it's like really interesting. And then a bunch of my friends speak French, like fluently. Well, not a bunch. A few of my friends. I shouldn't exaggerate. And also, I just really want to, like, just talk in a different language. Because, like, English can get so boring sometimes. It's kind of annoying. But I've always wanted to, like, be fluent in the language. And I feel like I have tried to self-study it multiple times. I am currently doing Duolingo / some, like, little workbooks and stuff. But I feel like I could learn the language better in a class setting. And also, if push comes to shove, wherever I move to, I can get a teaching license and I can teach French in a school setting, which is kind of like not hypocritical, but that's like a last resort, really, is doing that. So, yeah, I'm very excited. I don't think I'm going to take any classes this semester because we're already like 2 weeks into the semester, and that's just like a stupid idea. But hopefully next year I'll start taking more courses for my new major and minor. Now, I want to flip the discussion a little bit and talk about how I thought that music education was perfect for me. Because I came to Lee and I was like, I'm never changing my major. I'm not going to be that person. I know what I want to do. I am wholly determined to exit this season of my life with a music education degree. Okay? And nobody can stop me. Dear Noel in the past, the Lord can stop you. And he did before it was too late. And I'm thankful that my eyes were opened. But I think I was so close-minded to not changing my major that I missed out on some, like, incredible moments if I had changed my major earlier. I mean, I don't regret being a music ed major, but I think I would not have been so stressed out and so, not like uptight, but like just closed off and just like a hermit, really. And I wouldn't have had so many, I think, mental issues because I was so stressed. Like, I used to dread going to class, and I mean, being a music education major is super difficult. It's basically a double major, and you definitely have to have the passion and the drive for it to complete it. And I had it coming in, but I lost it because I'm also unmotivated. I struggle a lot with motivation and procrastination and all of the above, okay? So I have to force myself to do things. Not because I don't want to do them, but because I just don't feel like doing them. Some of the stuff I want to do, I don't feel like doing. And some of the stuff I don't want to do, I definitely don't feel like doing it. But, as Paul said, the things I want to do, I can't do, and the things I don't want to do, I have to do. He said something like that. And that's really how it is for me, because I didn't want to be a music and worship major, but the Lord has called me to be a music and worship major, so I have to be a music and worship major. Well, he definitely changed my perspective, because now I feel like I don't have to be something that I'm not. I feel like this is just like my evolution, kind of. And I told my voice teacher, like the day after I changed my major, I was in a lesson, and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I changed my major. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I changed it to music and worship and French. And she was like, I always wondered why you were a music education major, because all you talked about was leading worship and how much you loved it. This seems just so, like, organic and natural for you. And I was like, wow, even, like, people that know me very well and know kind of, like, who I am are not surprised that I did this. So, yeah. I'm very happy that I did it. I feel so much relief doing it. I feel so much more at ease. I feel less stressed, although I'm a little stressed because I'm just taking difficult classes right now. And I'm just ready for this new chapter in my life. I'm excited to see where the Lord takes me. I'm excited to get another job, if that ever happens. Because I'm trying to get an apartment for next year for myself. So, yeah. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you guys have a wonderful next 2 weeks. And I will check you guys later. Let me know what you think about my decision. Hit me up on Instagram at TimeNoelPod and let me know. And if you're in college, have you ever thought about changing your major? And if you did, what were you and what did you go into? So, be blessed and highly flavored, friends. Hello, friends. Welcome back to your favorite segment of this podcast, and the only segment of this podcast so far, Songs of the BiWeek. And this is the finale of Songs of the BiWeek. And I have two great songs for you guys today. The first one is a new favorite Christian song that I've been listening to called He Always Provides by One House Worship featuring Chandler. And the other one is my favorite orchestral TV show score of all time, I Am the Doctor by Murray Gold from Doctor Who season 5. I think season 5 is Amy Pond. Yes, I think so. Matt Smith's Doctor. So, He Always Provides. First of all, a couple of my friends do play on this track. I gotta support the homies. And I just, love this song. This song is such, a testimony for me, because I did grow up broke, and so, God was always providing for my mom and I growing up, and He's still providing for my mom and I, I just love this song so much, and it's just so good. It's just a good song. The writing's great, the instrumental parts of it are great and stuff, and just the vibes are there. The vibes are good. The vibes are here. We love to see it. And then I Am the Doctor. I Am the Doctor is my hype song, okay? It starts off with this staccato, and then it goes kind of legato and flowy, and then there's these choral ahs, and then there's this the climax is this huge bum 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 ba bum 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 bum, and I remember watching that moment on in Matt Smith's I want to say it was his finale episode, and it's that moment, and then it cuts out, and then he's I am the doctor, and then I was ah! So yeah, I love this song with everything in me. So many memories. It is nostalgia for me. Pure serotonin. Okay. I just love it so much. I listen to it to study. I listen to it to dance around my dorm. I listen to it in every situation of my life. It's just that song. Okay. And I love it. And I highly recommend it. And if you would like to listen to these two songs, go check them out on the Songs of the BiWeek Spotify and Apple Music playlists. Links are in the show notes. Go at it. Go listen. All of the rest of the Songs of the BiWeek are on there. And, yeah. Peace out, Girl Scout. Thank you guys so much for timing out with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts and subscribe or follow to the podcast wherever you listen on. And if you would like, please share it with your friends and family so they can also listen and y'all can talk about it and they can just connect with everything. And if you would like, please follow us on the Instagram at TimeNoelPod. And if you would like to listen to the songs that I mentioned in Songs of the BiWeek, once again, the links for the Apple Music and Spotify playlists are in the show notes. And don't forget to be love like Jesus, and don't forget to time out for a little bit this week. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!